what should we all do not to exacerbate the problem? Because I feel like we are adding a fuel to the fire right now.
I think we are, as those who buy it, we are also overstimulated and we want to do everything. So find one problem. I think find one problem and try to solve it. This big word now, it was EdTech, now there's Neuro-EdTech, and there's so many ideas we can approach. Gamification is huge. I know people who build very good companies from scratch just on a gamification plugin. I know people who open their companies and they doing very well just on accessibility plugins, how to make e-learning accessible. So find your niche, find one problem you want to solve. Don't throw it, throw yourself into everything, because there's huge amount of possibilities, but try with one. It didn't work, you try with another, and then if you try with 10, probably one will succeed. So be endurant in doing so. However, I don't think it's there's too many possibilities and you can catch yourself trying everything. Still believe EdTech is a huge sector. Next to games, sector is huge. It's gonna grow. We will have to figure out some things. So if you are in this sector, it's a very good place to be. It's a very good place to travel, see what other people do, but find the problem that really itches you. It's with every startup, problem and solve it. That's the easiest. If I could do it, maybe I would be in a different place, because it's not so easy. I know it's not so easy. So it's trying. It's trying every year. Something's trying something different every 3 years.
That's true. We all have pains. We all see the problems, but we don't have an idea for a solution. And that's a difficult part. Like figure out what will be the solution, but a solution for everyone. And in education, I guess it's the most difficult thing.
Yeah.
Because you can solve the problem for your family or maybe your local group or a school or even a countrywide. Maybe you can solve a problem for UK. But how does it scale to Africa?
Yeah, it's different. It's different. So
Completely.
probably there are some ways, to solve some major problems, but first try it in, in your local group, and then it might work farther. To solve the problems, it's not easy. Technology will help us. It's growing fast. It's accelerating. So I think you probably had a few ideas that you are not able to implement because of limitations, and it's changing every year. Now, like two problems. One, the universities in Europe are trying to solve it for more than a decade. It's a dropout problem, and it's a very complex. It's not only about learning. It's more complex than we think about. It has many layers, and sometimes we want to simplify problems, and solve them simple way. So it is about going deeper and deeper. But I believe I'm positive. I'm always positive and optimist. So I believe it's possible, to solve at least some problems, not all.